Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch Demon Slayer Season 1, Episode 23 and also 24 today. I'm gonna watch 2 episodes, I think, today. I don't have a lot of time and also I'm a little tired. So 2 episodes, it's gonna be great, and because of that, I would keep the 2 final episodes of this season 1 for the same session of binge watching and to really enjoy them, you know. I'm into a good mood, don't worry, I'm just a little tired, so that's why, you know, 2 episodes it's cool. The 2 final episodes for another day, it's better, it's a clever decision, I think. I'm glad to be back for Demon Slayer, even if I have to say it, I'm a little worried for plenty of reasons. One which is related to the anime, you know, the story, the fact that right now someone is hurting Nezuko, and I don't appreciate the idea at all, even if I believe into the girl, like, truly with my life, like, I'm sure that she's not gonna hurt that Hashira and any one of them. I'm sure that it's gonna finish with her hugging him or you know, something stupid like that. The other thing for which I'm a little worried is the fact that no, I don't know their names. Like, you know, I already edited the last episode, so I saw their names written like that and all. But no, I didn't remember their names. I think that I can remember all of them, you know, with certain things which are determining them, you know, representing them, but their names, you want me to name all of them? Okay, there are 9. There are 9. It's like the 7 dwarfs. One is gonna miss at the end. You'll see. So we have Giyu, Shinobu. Easy. The giant guy. The one guy, you know, with fire hair. The girl who loves everyone. The guy, I don't know his name, but he had grey hair, you know, stuff like that. Snake guy. The guy who is hurting right now Nezuko. The guy who is forgetting everything, who doesn't focus, you know, enough on things. I had them right! You know, in just one try. I'm so proud of myself. But see their names, Shinobu, Giyu. The girl who loves everyone, I think that her name is Love. But the other one, so it's gonna come with time, you know, like, give me a little time, give me some episodes, you know, with them doing something, give me some time also to spend really with them, and I would know their names, but not just like that. We have the master, and during the editing I noticed that we don't have any name for him. That thing also that I saw during the editing, I saw that I was wrong with my theory. You know, I had the impression that when he came, you know, close to the sun, he stopped really at the right moment, like for his skin being burned like that, and I thought that maybe it was because a part of him was a demon or something like that, or the transformation stopped at some point, but no. In fact, it was really, all of him was into the sun, like it didn't burn at all because of the sun. But I noticed also during the editing that the guy is blind, no? I mean, I'm not sure at 100% that he's blind, but during the editing, what he said about the weather, he said something like, it's nice now there is a big sun and a blue sky, like he almost asked them the question. I had the impression that he didn't see them, not really. Am I wrong with that? And it would explain, you know, the fact that the twins were taking care of him, were taking him with them, and also that, you know, with his burning face, like, so maybe his eyes were also impacted, were also burnt I have the impression that yes, he's blind. Also, I have to tell you that I talked with my brother, my little brother, who is not that little, like he's more than 20 years old now, so I have to stop to name him like my little brother, but it's gonna be my little brother for life. I talked with him about Demon Slayer that he already watched, and I told him that I just met the Hashiras, that I don't know their name yet, that they seem interesting and all, and I told him that I already had one, you know, which is interesting me, like, I don't know, I had something for him, the giant guy who was crying a lot during the last episodes, and he told me, oh yes, the blind one. I was like, I don't know it. What? The giant guy is blind? So I have to confess it to you, to be honest with you guys about it, that maybe I already know this information that I would have discovered, you know, during the anime. I think that the guy is blind because my little brother told me that this guy is blind. But the fact that I don't know his real name and that, you know, I mentioned him to my brother without his real name, I'm not sure also at 100% because maybe my brother didn't understand well who I was talking about. Do you understand what I mean by that? The Hashiras, right now, I want to know their names little by little. Nezuko, right now, I believe into her, she's not gonna hurt anyone. The guy who hurt her, you, I'm not gonna be a fan of you. And at the same time, also during the editing, I was really like, oh, you're gonna hurt Nezuko, I don't like you. But he was really respectful with the master, and what he said, you know, to defend his case, to defend the fact that he didn't want Nezuko and Tanjiro to do their things and all, it was because he was thinking about the ones who died before them, you know, all of these demon slayers who died killing demons, and he thought that it was not fair for them to let Nezuko alive. And during the editing, I paid, you know, more attention to that defense, to that reason for him to act like that. And it was really respectful, you know, and honorable in a way to think like that. And I understand him, I understand his values. So I don't like what you're doing right now to Nezuko. I hate it. But I'm not sure that I'm gonna hate you, because the fact that you were so respectful with your master and the fact that you thought so much about the demon slayers who died before you, and because of that, you know, how you are acting, you want that to depend on it. See, I don't think that I'm gonna hate him. I want him to change his attitude, but I'm not sure that I'm gonna hate him. We need news also about Inosuke and Zenitsu. Are they alright? Where are they? Are they gonna be in trouble also because, I don't know, of what they did, you know, the fact that they were complice in a way. Like, same for Giyu, he was complice also, more than that. I still love a lot the fact that Urokodaki and Giyu, they promised, you know, to give their lives, to sacrifice themselves if Nezuko is killing someone. Like, it's how much they trust her, they trust Tanjiro, and I love that. We need to talk about the fact that we killed right there one of the 12 and we didn't take his blood. That's really bad. I know one who's not gonna be happy about it and who is gonna blame Tanjiro for it, Yushiro. They need to talk about it, all of that plan that they prepared, you know, Tanjiro, he needs to explain all of that. Maybe they already know, Yushiro and Tamayo. Ah, there are demons. To let Nezuko alive, that's already something, but to let the two other ones also alive, it's maybe too much to ask. Ah, we'll see, maybe in fact Tanjiro is not gonna say it. You know, if he thinks like me, like what I just said. Okay, I'm gonna stop this intro right now. Remember that if you want to have my Patreon on which you can have these episodes earlier, 5 episodes of advance now? Something like that. if you want, and with an extended all for action part. For this season 1, I think that I already put a lot of full action parts, even more for all of the episodes, you know, around that spider family. I really put a lot of them, so if you can be interested to support me also, it could be appreciated, because you know that I'm a little reactor, so on YouTube you can see it with the numbers of followers that I have. I'm really a little reactor, so YouTube is not really considering me. And I'm fighting a lot for these videos of Demon Slayer. That's why also I'm forced to cut that much, you know, in these videos that you have on YouTube. And that's why on Patreon it's interesting for you, because I'm not forced to cut that much. You have really the entire scene and without playing with opacity and with everything. Let's go for this episode 23. Nezuko, my dear, I trust you.
どうした鬼来いよ
イグラさん、強く抑えすぎです。胃を圧迫されている状態で呼吸を使うと血管が破裂しますよ。
血管がかわいそう
Always crying. So you're blind. I told you during the intro. I had a spoiler about that. But I have my own theory about the master also being blind. Oh, you're so strong. You're helping again. You remember? It's the day. You know, they all died? No. No. Winter. We are not in winter.
人間を守れ
人は守り、助けるもの。絶対に傷つけない。
I trust you. See, she can control herself.
どうしたのかな
鬼の女の子。
I was right! He's blind! I guessed it, you know, during the editing of the last episode. Decided to know it.
ではこれ
Right.
で禰豆子が人を襲わないことの証明ができたね
You're amazing,
何
Nezuko!
のつもりだと見ようか証明しなければならない
Prove
炭治郎
what?
と禰豆子が鬼殺隊として戦えること役に立てること
They can!
声
Huh?
この人の声のせいで頭がふわふわするのか12気づきを倒しておいてそうしたらみんなに認められる
You're giving him that mission? You already helped to kill one!
俺と禰豆子鬼物児無惨を倒します俺と禰豆子が必ず炭治郎にはできないからまず12気づきを一人
Yes, I was gonna say it like too much, like already.
鬼殺隊の人たちは
Shinobushi.
12気づきをも倒しているいいとこ
You
ろだ
did. The fact that you felt something, you know, when he was talking to you, it's not only respect.
あまり下の子に意地悪をしない
It was almost like a powerful thing, you know, a power.
でしたらかまどくんは私の屋敷でお預かりいたしましょう。
Your mention? It's okay, she's nice.
集合会議を始め
He has information to tell you.
傷だらけの人に突きさせてもらいたいです
No, not that. Who?
親方様のお話を遮ったらダメだよ
The memory guy.
炭治郎玉代さんによろしくちょっと待って
He knows about Tamayo. He did it on purpose, the master, to say the name. Okay, go with your plan with Nezuko, with the blood, but to not say it to the Hashira. Hashira, 2 demons, I talked about it during the intro. I was not sure that the Hashira, they would accept, you know, to let also these two demons alive? Aha! Butterflies.
超屋敷って言ってたっけ？
Tsuguko.
よりKanao様だ。
It's her.
Tsugukoってのは柱が育てる大使だよ。相当才能があって優秀じゃないと女の子ってすげえよな。
The fact that she's a girl, that's even more impressive.
お屋敷に上がってもよろしいですか？
Woo!
よろしいですかね？
Mm.
こちらへどうぞ。あ、はい。
We heard you talking, so you're not. Zenitsu, you complaining and crying. What a surprise!
大丈夫か？怪我したのか？炭治郎。最雲に刺されるし、毒ですごい痛かったんだよ。
He was also close to death. Inosuke, same. All of
なん
you.
かちっちゃくないか？くばりやりかけたからさ。俺今すごい手足が短いの。そうなのか。
Really?
猪之は
For life or?
村田って人は知らんけど、猪之助なら隣に思いっきりいた。気づかなかった。
Me neither.
猪之助、無事でよかった。無事でよかった。
He felt guilty, you know, about letting him behind.
いいよ。気にしないで。猪之助か。
Something is weird.
売れてるらしいよ。
Oh fuck. And for once also he confessed that he was too weak to fight. That's something for him.
すごく丸くなっててめちゃくちゃ面白いんだよな。
Zenitsu.
ごめんね。弱くて。
Oh, you're not.
まだ猪之助、落ち込むなんてらしくないぞ。お前はよく生きててくれて。
You're still strong and all. Look at Zenitsu. He's like that. Who would want to be into an hospital near to Zenitsu, crying and screaming like that?
よかった。生きてて。
Oh, Tanjiro.
この部屋は禰豆子が使ってくれていいって。
You did great, Nezuko.
かなり痛い。正直、相当痛い。山では俺を守ってくれてありがとう。
She was out also a lot.
鱗滝さんも富岡さんも俺たちのために命を懸けていてくれただなんて。
They are. I'm glad that you're mentioning it again.
もっと強くならなきゃ。親方様に禰豆子と俺の命助けてもらったようなものだからな。
He let
あ
you
の
get
人
it.
の声、不思議な高揚感だったんだ。どういう人なんだろう。
I don't like that. For me, it's close to vulnerability, like the demons. But at the same time, you know, Tanjiro, he has also an ability. He can smell that much. Zenitsu, he can hear that much. Like,
頑張らなきゃ。だってさ、いつか兄ちゃんは大人になる。鬼の禰豆子は一人ぼっちになっちゃう。それじゃあ寂しいよな。禰豆子、
you're thinking of that?
話
You don't want to
人間に戻してやるからな。
let her alone. You're so sweet, Tanjiro.
鬼の被害はこれまで以上に増えている。鬼殺隊員も増やさなければならないが、まず育ての目が節穴だ。
リグマのガキはなかなか使えそうだな。
いや、ジオ
派手な一撃を入れていたし。
人が増えれば増えるほど制御統一は難しくなっていくものです。
中野の山近辺に無残はいないのだろうね。
You think?
隠したいものがあると無残は騒ぎを起こして巧妙に私たちの目をそらすから。
Which would mean that he lives near to that place, or he was doing something important near to that place.
力を死んでいった者たちのためにも我々がやることは一つ。始まりの呼吸の剣士以来の精鋭たちが揃ったと私は思っている。
Oui.
教授、
And
胡
Goku.
蝶忍、
Oh no, I need to remember the other one.
姫島行兵衛、
Sanemi.
私の子供たち皆の活躍を期待している鬼物寺無惨何としてもお前を倒す
You want to defeat him. Did he do that? You know, he almost said it like it's a personal revenge. Okay. 97. Oh, the Demon Slayers, you... Since a long time, you know, they are in place, the Demon Slayers. Because 97, if they all lived at least, you know what? We're gonna say 50 years old, because some of them, maybe they fought hard and they died young, maybe some of them, they died really old. So let's say 50 years. 97, 50 years old, you're there since really a long time, the Demon Slayers. You know, at some point, I think during the first episodes of this anime, of the season 1, I was wondering about how did it happen, you know, for the demons to be created, to be born, to exist. Like, I was wondering about that. Is it something into that universe, the rules of this universe? Is it something like the demons, they always existed? Or maybe at some point they were created, something happened, you know, something mystic and all. I was wondering about it. But now if you're telling me that we have Demon Slayers since that long, you know, to have 97th Master of the Demon Slayers, it means that we have demons since... how long? So long. And maybe also I didn't imagine that we had demons since so long, because I don't know why I had the impression... Not the impression, but I thought that Muzan Kibutsuji... yes, maybe I thought that Muzan Kibutsuji, the fact that we are saying that he's making people demons, is that old? No. It means that demons didn't begin with him. Were not created at the beginning with him. If... Huh? That little secret at the end just gave me a lot of things to think about, a lot of questions. The first demons appeared so long ago. How did it happen? Muzan Kibutsuji, how old are you exactly? And were you present, you know, at that beginning? Or did you exist after that? I think that it's more something like that, you know, that he was born after that. Way longer after that. But now that I think about it, we saw that little scene, that little flashback with Tanjiro's dad and Muzan. You were already a demon during that moment. You know, for the timeline, for him to be able to create all of these demons, it was not between the time, you know, when you killed Tanjiro's dad and when you met Tanjiro. So clearly, you were a demon before meeting Tanjiro's dad. That's a lot of information. Okay, I had the confirmation during this episode that I was right, you know, with my theory about the master. I said it during the editing of the last episode. I saw a lot of things about the master, the fact that we don't know his name, the fact that I was wrong about he stopped, you know, to walk, so the sun would be like that, you know, would not touch, you know, the burned part of his face. I was wrong with that. He was totally into the sun. And I saw also something else, something that he said, which made me think that maybe he was blind. During this episode, we had the confirmation that he was blind because he asked to the twins the confirmation about all of what happened with Nezuko, the fact that she didn't bite Sanemi. This one, just this one. Sanemi, not Sanami, Sanemi. No, I'm not gonna remember Shinazugawa Sanemi. So now I have Shinobu, Giyu, Sanemi. 3, 4, 9. Not that bad, you know? And the girl who loves everyone, her name it's not Love. I thought that it was the case. And no, I don't have their names, you know, the other ones, like, with time, give me time. Nezuko proved you that she wouldn't attack humans, but now Tanjiro and Nezuko needs to prove you all that they can be Demon Slayers, you know, they can stay Demon Slayers. It's almost like right now they're okay to not kill you, Nezuko, but now to also make you a Demon Slayer, you're gonna have to prove yourself. So you have a mission now, Tanjiro and Nezuko, to kill one of the 12 together. Okay, that's great. I mean, they almost killed one, you know, by themselves right now, so that's gonna be okay. You should have considered that already, the fact that they killed a lot of members of this family on their own, and Giyu intervened only, you know, for the last one. Okay, for the one who was the most important, but you've got what I meant by that. But okay, why not that mission? I'm not against it. Tanjiro, you wanted to promise to be the one to kill Muzan. I think that the master was clever, you know, to tell you to calm down a little and at least to kill one of the 12 would be great. For you, for now, for how strong you are right now. The master, you know what he said about he wants to be the one to kill Muzan? I really think that there is a personal story behind that. Maybe, you know how he said it, it was almost like a personal revenge. Why not, you know, that story about your face, the fact that you were burnt like that, is it related to that? We'll see. The Hashiras, all of them killed one of the 12 at some point. That's what they said, right? The fact that you're becoming an Hashira when you killed one. I think that I understood that. Oh, and the girl, you know, the other butterfly girl, the girl with who you passed your test, the final selection. No, I don't have her name. The fact that you didn't talk right there, I don't understand, because we heard you talking with all of these other guys during one of the previous episodes. You know, Zenitsu, he heard her talking, so I'm wondering why right there you didn't answer to their questions. But you're right there and you are... No, I want to know your name and I want to remember the name of what you are, the fact that you are trained by an Hashira, it has a name. Tsuguko. Kanao Tsuyuri. Kanao. Just Kanao, that's gonna be great. That's gonna be enough already. Kanao, she's a Tsuguka. Kanao, she's a Tsuguka because she's trained by an Hashira. For someone who doesn't speak Japanese, you know, it's a little rough. I hope that, okay, you're laughing at me right now, but not that much. At least you can see that I'm really trying my best. Kanao, she's a Tsuguka, trained by an Hashira, by Shinobu. Giyu, Sanemi. The other ones I don't have them, I know that. I was just checking if I remembered Sanemi. Okay. And okay, also, you know, that story about the Tsuguka, the fact that when someone, you know, is showing a lot of skills, that person can be trained by an Hashira herself, you know. The fact that Hashiras, they can take also people to teach them stuff, that's really cool. Can it be the case for Tanjiro? Maybe with Giyu, it would be great because they are using, you know, the same ability, water forms. and also because I want to spend more time with Giyu. I think that he's really interesting as a character, and all of what happened, you know, around him, around the fact that he didn't kill Nezuko, he promised, you know, to kill himself if something would happen, you know, if Nezuko would do something bad. It means truly a lot, so that's why I think that it would be interesting to spend more time with him for sure, but also maybe to have him like that, you know, as an Hashira training a new Tsuguko, Tanjiro. It would be cool. We have Zenitsu and Inosuke, they're alright. I mean, they're alright. Inosuke has little issues. No, little issues with his voice. He's depressed also because he had to confess, to realize that sometimes he can be weak, at least not strong enough. And for him to admit that, for sure, he's in depression right now. His voice, I think that it's gonna come back, but his depression, you're gonna need to work on it, you know, maybe to fight and to see how strong you are again, to have more confidence in yourself. I never thought that I would say that one day, you know, the fact that Inosuke has to work on himself to have more confidence. Zenitsu, the fact that he's, you know, more little, can we change that? I mean, a voice, you know, your vocal strings. In France, we are saying it like that, you know, like chord vocal, so I think that it's the same in English, vocal strings. The fact that they are damaged, it can be repaired if you're not talking for a long time, if you're taking some medicines and all, it can improve. But Zenitsu, the fact that he's smaller right now, can you change? Can you change bones, you know? Can you make your bones grow? All of that medicine that is supposed to take, you know, 5 times during the day, during 3 months, I think that it was that. It's for that. It's gonna be painful, you know, to have your bones growing, that's gonna be painful. Oh, more reasons for him to cry and scream. Right then, you know, I thought that when he would see Tanjiro, he would hug him, you know, he would be like, oh Tanjiro, you're alive, I was so scared and stuff like that, because right now we know how close they are, you know, at least the fact that they are considering themselves, you know, as friends. We had a lot of moments with them proving their loyalty to each other, so I really thought so. And in fact, no, he acted like Zenitsu, not like a friend, he really acted like Zenitsu, talking about himself, about his issues, and not seeing that Tanjiro was also really hurt, and considering also that all of them, they were close to die. Tanjiro, the fact that, for sure, he broke, you know, that thing to rush, you know, to go to help Nezuko, for sure. That's how strong you can be when your sister is in danger. But after that also what he said about the fact that he wants to help Nezuko, you know, to get back human, also because he doesn't want her to be a demon all by herself, you know, the fact that he knows that he's mortal, he knows that she is immortal, so he doesn't want for her to be on her own. It made me sad, and at the same time I felt so proud of him during that moment. He's so sweet. The master, the fact that he mentioned Tamayo, I talked about it during the intro. I said during the intro, Tanjiro, be careful about what you're gonna say about Yushiro and Tamayo. Maybe you don't want the Hashira to know that you're working with 2 other demons. The fact that they're gonna let Nezuko alive, that's already something big. So for them, you know, to also accept for you to work with 2 demons, that's gonna be something big. So maybe don't tell them, or be careful. The fact that the master mentioned Tamayo's name during the goodbye moment, it was really to show that he knows about Tamayo and Yushiro. He knows that these 2 demons are alive and he has no intention to kill them. He knows about the plan that Tanjiro has with these 2, and he's not saying it to the Hashira. That's a lot of information. It's great, you know, to have the master on Tanjiro's side for that. But at the same time, I'm really wondering even more about the master. And his ability, also the fact that when he's talking, your head, your mind is lighter. But at the same time, I said it, the other ones, they have also abilities. I mean, Tanjiro with the fact that he can smell that much, Zenitsu with the fact that he can hear that much, so why not that also for the master? I don't know why I suspect the master so much of not being who he's saying that he is. That's why at some point I suspected him to have a part of him demon. Now it's not the case, but still I have that impression that he's not who he's saying. The fact that we don't know his name. Okay, I'm gonna stop this review right now. I'm gonna make a break and then I would come back for one more episode today. That's gonna be cool. So it's all for you guys for today and it's all for me for now. So bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Great.